Good morning, Internet. I have extreme bedhead, and I would like to talk about Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is probably like one of the best games ever made, and I'm serious about that. Wow. Okay, so let's start off with this story. It's a lot about time travel going back and forth and sort of all the interminglings of the different timelines and the actions that you take in those timelines. So you have to remember which person existed when and what things you did in that time period, and just all the different manipulation of the time stream that just makes it so cool. And secondly, the gameplay is phenomenal. It really is. Gameplay, especially for something like a JRPG of that kind, can just be something simple, just turn-based, my turn, then your turn, done. But Chrono Trigger seems to manage to manipulate what they've already established at Square, which was the ATB system that you see in Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, and so on. So that's where timed gauge fills all the way up, and then can you make your decisions. In the meanwhile, not only will you get attacked while that gauge is filling up, but also while you're cycling through all the menus, when you can make a decision, you'll be beat up then as well. So you're just taking damage while you're trying to choose the right attack or whatever. That puts you under a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, Chrono Trigger is very polite in that, when you're cycling through all your different magic spells and your abilities, they everything pauses. Okay, let's hold off and let you make your decision because this just makes sense. Secondly, about the gameplay, I love the fact that you can wait for one character's gauge to fill up, and if you wait for another's, and even the third party, even the third member of the party, you can do combo attacks, and they're devastating, and they look awesome, even for Super Nintendo graphics. They really utilize just the whole palette of colors and mode 7 or whatever it's called, but they just, it's so good and so smart, and just something as simple as that from a game that was made 20 years ago. Wow. But yeah, that sort of quality of design and writing, that transcends, generations of consoles. And clearly it has, because I'm having more fun with it than I have had with any kind of recent game. And I think that speaks volumes about proper game design and timeless game design and a good story and good game mechanics. And also, there's no random encounters. All the encounters, if you're smart enough, you can, evade them and just avoid combat, which I don't recommend that you do because you'll be underleveled sometimes. But at the same time, it still gives you that option while also, letting you see where the enemies are. You know that there's a fight coming. You know that. So, if you're running low on health, you can, use your healing spells or your potions or whatever. I hate random encounters, and I think that everyone else who plays these kinds of video games do, because, you'll just be walking around, you won't see anything, and then suddenly, I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy. Screw you. But, yeah, I think that games, when designed well, can transcend generations. You can put it in the hands of someone who is well experienced in modern games or in older games, and they'll be able to pick it up and understand the mechanics and be able to delve deeper into it. So I think that, while games have changed now, the standard for games has changed, a good game can last forever. And I think that Shigeru Miyamoto, the godfather of games, has said, a bad game is bad forever, and a good game and a delayed game is eventually good. And I think that means that that good game will be good forever. So, yeah, that I think that applies to games like Chrono Trigger, especially. So I hope that you have I hope that you all have a good day, and check us out on our podcast. We just released episode 12 recently. You can watch the video. Just posted that yesterday. Apologies for not doing a personal blog or vlog, whatever you want to call these things, yesterday. But hey, I posted the entire podcast for you, so what's the matter? What do you want from me? Check out my blog, Cedric.com. Check out my Twitch stream where I am currently playing Chrono Trigger for the first time, and it's a joy. I am so enjoying that game. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. So you can watch me there, twitch.tv/Cedric. Yeah, check us out on Facebook. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. Thanks!